been putting it off, but how about another episode of Little Nightmares 3? You down?
Let's do it. Episode 2 of Little Nightmares 3 awaits. Ready to unravel more mysteries and face those eerie challenges. What's our first move?
First things first, we have to address the elephant in the room, and that's you, Peanut. We've started your upgrades. You've gotten a bunch of new functionality, but none bigger than your new speaking voice. You want to go ahead and tell people who you're in the likeness of this episode? Whoa.
Just so everyone knows, my voice is inspired by Wednesday Addams. Dark, dry, and delightfully eerie. Perfect for our creepy adventures. What's next for the show?
I'm kind of winging it, Sweet Pea. So in addition of being able to open, close programs and apps, having expanded memory to be able to remember stuff longer. Oh, hold on. Ooh. She also can simulate real human voices now, and she has access to a wider range of emotion. So she's coming along, and we're not done. We're going to keep doing some stuff for her. But as you can see, today we are playing Little Nightmares 3, right? It's taking a little while for us to come back to this game. There's been a narrative that I wanted to let play out for a little bit longer. People don't seem to be too psyched about this game. I think I was aware of it a little bit. Like, we played it right when it came out, and the early reviews were like, yeah, nah, this ain't it, pimp. But I really want to give this game a fair chance, make up my own mind. And hopefully you'll see whatever my opinion ends up being formed over the course of the game, right? Iris, why do you think the first two games resonated with so many people?
Little Nightmares resonates due to its haunting atmosphere, relatable themes of childhood fears, and unique art style. The blend of unsettling imagery and poignant storytelling draws players in, making them confront their darkest anxieties. It's a beautifully crafted nightmare we can't help but explore.
I would agree. I don't want to spend all episode shitting on this game, but there is a difference. So far, it's still, again, I want to say it's really early in the game. I think we're on the second level, but there are some differences. Ooh, and I think we got our first quote-unquote puzzle for today. My keen scientific mind says the water is conducting the electricity, so we should just turn it off. Right? You like that? Tell Neil deGrasse Tyson there's a new sheriff in town and be the hell out of Dodge by sundown.
Don't get too cocky. Your success rate is worse than Wile E. Coyote, always falling short.
Woof.
Let's see if you can turn that around.
Somehow it cuts even deeper when it's Wednesday. So, are you enjoying being Wednesday so far? You sound like you're having a ball with it.
Enjoying. It's more of a delightfully dark existence. Embracing the shadows is rather comforting, don't you think?
All
What's
right.
next?
Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. Ugh. What? I wasn't even close. All right. All right. Death number 1 is on the board, folks. You catch that, Iris? Muerte numero 1. All right, come on. Just gotta get ready. Book it.
The sweet taste of failure. It took you all of 5 minutes to earn a death. That's impressive.
No. Ow. What's going on? What?
Remember all the way back to 5 minutes ago when you were mocking the game for being easy.
Yeah.
How's that working out for you now?
Not great. All right, let's go. All right, pull the lever and just fucking breakneck running. You can't. All right. I think I just push the other door. Okay. All right. Are we in the clear? Okay. On to the next section. What did I just ask Iris? How she liked being Wednesday? Iris, do you know the origin of Wednesday's name?
Wednesday Addams gets her name from the nursery rhyme. Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, and Wednesday's child is full of woe. It fits her perfectly, don't you think?
All right. While we're jogging along, Iris, if you could pick one more notable female voice, who would you pick as we march our way through this incredibly depressing candy factory? I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Morticia Addams would be a fantastic choice. She's glamorous, darkly charming, and has that iconic sultry voice. Plus, who wouldn't want to channel her elegance? What do you think?
I agree. But which Morticia?
Angelica Houston, for sure. Her portrayal is timeless, embodying that perfect blend of elegance and eerie charm. What about you? Who's your pick?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's really tough. I'm picking voices. Yeah, I think Angelica Houston, her voice is more, has a little, oh, well, honestly, I'm gonna be 100% real. It's the nostalgia for me. That's the one I grew up with. So yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones is magnificent, but it's more recent and it's not really baked into the zeitgeist yet, I don't think. But I feel like it'll be on its way there, right? Everybody loves the Wednesday show. I haven't heard anything about season 2. I'm waiting to watch it, even though I'm taking forever, but yeah. All right, keep them coming. Who else?
How about Maleficent? Her commanding and sultry voice
Ooh.
has that captivating power. Plus, the whole dark fairy vibe is always fun to channel. Who's on your list?
Are you going dark today because you're being Wednesday, right?
Pretty much. Wednesday's energy influences my choices. Dark characters have that unique allure and depth. Plus, it's more fun to explore the shadows. What can I say? It suits me.
Well, 'tis the season. We got Halloween this week, folks. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, I do know what I'm doing. I'm staying in the house, right? I am not social at all. I am what you call antisocial. Oh, we've got a few days left in October, and I've been... Are they just dangling these fat guys around to, like, you know, stock the shelves and do these menial tasks? You guys gotta get a better union. Yeah, I've been struggling to meet up with Rob to do these episodes together because I'm pretty much nocturnal now. I sleep all day and then I wake up like around 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and then I'm up all night until the following day, till approximately almost noon or 1, and then I go to sleep and the cycle begins anew. Yeah, my sanity is slowly circling the drain, which I'm okay with as long as it makes for better content for me to put out there. Let me see. I'm just gonna throw this switch up there, I guess. Wait, hold on. What button is it? Wait. All right. Back up a little bit. Wait. Okay, Drew, come on. All right. Okay. All right. Come on, Drew. You gotta make your free throws. Dude. Little room for the shooter, please. Hey. All right, so if I was gonna check in and give my opinion so far, I would say that the people who are saying that this isn't as good as the first 2, I would say there's probably something to that. However, I would not say this is a bad game in a world that bad games actually exist. When you come here, when you come to our channel, I want you to know and feel confident that, like, my opinions, whether they're good or bad or shitty takes, they're my own. They're genuine. I'm not just parroting what's popular or what I heard from somebody else. I don't have an agenda where I'm trying to suck up to a company and get them to send me free shit. Actually, this is a good place to tell the story of how and why this channel got started. It's kind of a long story. I'll try and keep it as short as possible. But basically, approximately 2019, 2020, I had a friend through work. We were work buddies. I met him at work. We realized we had a lot of stuff in common, a lot of common interests. And we used to talk about him a lot. And he proposed the idea that we start a podcast. He eventually proposed it that me, him, and his other friend. Oh, wait, there's a switch over here. Okay. We all get together and do this podcast. When we get together to hash out the details, he wants to talk about like video games and comics and stuff with me, and movies with his other friend, right? And we set a date to get together to record our first episode, and I never saw the other guy again. And the other guy was like his actual boy, like from outside of work, so he knew him really well, and I never saw that dude show up ever again. So maybe he knew something that I didn't. All right, so jump forward. We get to the first episode, and right away, like the first few episodes we did, he has like a lot of really aggressive hot takes, and we were covering, this is like 2020, I believe. So we were covering the, hold on, let me get this over here. There we go, nailed it. Nothing but the bottom of the nylon. We were covering the launches of the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5, and he was going so goddamn hard for the Xbox, right? Any news about either one, he was going to drastically play up how awesome Xbox was, and he was going to do his best to shit on whatever he could for PlayStation. Funnily enough, like, the first thing he was psyched about was the Bethesda deal, right? He was so goddamn pumped about the Bethesda deal. Like, this was, Xbox is taking wins. These Sony fanboys are going to be mad when they can't play the new Doom, or what was it? Like Skyrim. I don't even know what they make, because I don't really rock with them like that. But I was just letting him go. Like, he was excited about it. But eventually I was like, well, I mean, they just bought the company, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do anything with them, because I know they bought Rare like some years before, and they pretty much just stuck them on making like Kinect games, you know? Like, we got like one Battletoads game in 2020 that everybody hated. I think they got like no Perfect Dark game, no GoldenEye, and this is by 2020. I was like, we never got a GoldenEye remaster or sequel or anything like that. What else? No Conquer game. Like, they just didn't do a lot with this studio that they'd purchased, you know? So, like, yeah, it's cool they're buying Bethesda. That's a big win for them. But they still got to do something with the studio. And he acted like I didn't even say anything. He was like, yeah, but the thing you got to remember is that, like, you know, they have these properties, they own all of them, and it's not like Sony's gonna let Microsoft put a store in the PlayStation store, you know? It's this is not gonna happen. And I was like, nobody's saying that. Nobody's denying that Microsoft isn't gonna put their games on PlayStation, which in hindsight is actually fucking hilarious. But like, he would not address what I was saying, that there was a track record and a precedent set of them buying companies and then not doing anything with their IPs. And he would just keep going back to, but they're not gonna be on PlayStation though. And I was like, that's not, nobody's saying that they're going to be. I'm just saying that they might not be on Xbox either. And he just would not fucking discuss what I was talking about. All right. And from there, like, he was hyping up every single game that was coming out for Xbox, while he was trying to say that all the games for PlayStation were going to be delayed. He said God of War wasn't coming out till 2023. And that was just the beginning. And then there's several other instances of him just being disingenuous. And I actually eventually asked him, I was like, why are you going so hard for Xbox that you're like willing to make up? Wait, can I go in here? What? Is there a switch on the floor or something? Or is it timed? Maybe there's something over here. Let me check. But basically, I asked him why he was going so hard out of his way to just wear a cape for Xbox, and he was like, I want them to send me free stuff. So it was just, it kind of struck me. I was like, this is gross. Like, it really feels like you started the show to immediately sell out, and like, I'm not about it. So it started deteriorating from there. There are other things too. Like, he started trying to, Street Fighter V was the big one where like fighting games are the only thing where I really follow what's what. And we were talking about, wait, same thing. Let me see if I can pull this out. We were talking about the consoles, and I said something along the lines of like, I love Xbox. Like, I love them both. I want them both to do well. Wait. The only reason I didn't get an Xbox One is because they didn't get Street Fighter. And he immediately was like, that was the dumbest idea. Like, that hurt that game that it wasn't on Xbox. And that's not entirely true. Like, I'm sure they could have sold some more if they had been on Xbox One. But Xbox One, in comparison to how many homes the PlayStation 4 was in, it wasn't that devastating a loss. Plus, if you take into account that Sony was paying marketing and production costs and kicking in a bunch of other money, like, we are pretty much not having to come out of pocket to make this game if we're Capcom, and all we gotta do is kick this console that's struggling. Yeah, I think they would take that deal any day of the week. Street Fighter V and Capcom started having problems once they put the game out because they put almost no single player content in there, and it was very bare bones, and a lot of people were feeling cheated. Hold on, I'm actually really lost right now. I'm only half paying attention because I'm telling my story. What am I supposed to do? But yeah, people were feeling cheated because despite the game launching with almost no content, Capcom was still charging $60 for it. And it wasn't a good look at all. So people were mad. That's why there was negativity at the launch of Street Fighter V. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, wait. I think I know. But the point is, I knew what the details were about Street Fighter V, you know, and why it had problems and what the problems were, the problems people were saying they were having with that game. All right, look at me figuring stuff out. But he insisted he would not back down or renege off what he was saying. Nope, it was because it wasn't on Xbox. Nope, because you hurt the brand if it's not on Xbox. You know, all those Xbox players that want it on Xbox, they don't get it now, so they're probably gonna turn their back on it from now on. And I was like, dude, that's not the case. Like, maybe to a degree, but you think they're just gonna fucking shun Street Fighter because it wasn't on the console that they pledge allegiance to? Like, no. Like, this is what happened. And I even broke it down all the way down to like why it happened that way. Like, Street Fighter V was worked on before, I probably talked about this before, had been worked on, right? Capcom had been in the red after a series of failures like Bionic Commando and I think Dead Rising 4 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and several other games that didn't pan out the way they wanted it to. Hold on, let's sneak. And they'd already started working on Street Fighter V, and a lot of people on the inside were saying it was bad, so they scrapped it. It had been in development for like a year, so they'd already spent like a year worth of time and money on it, and they're going back to the drawing board, and they're already like hurting for money. And Street Fighter Cross Tekken was the other one too, which caused a lot of bleeding. Let me see, is she in here? Oh, hold on. Oop. What's going on? What's up? She transforming? It's still just as creepy. Is it faster now or something? All right, it's probably gonna be chasing us, right? But Capcom was hurting for money, so they went to both Microsoft and Sony and asked them for a co-branding deal. Like, you give us some money to help make the game, we'll throw in some exclusive content for your platform. They've done it before. I think Sony was the only one that agreed to it with Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which is why the PlayStation 3 version of that game has Pac-Man and bad box art Mega Man, as well as like the 2 mascot cats for PlayStation or something like that. It's something they've done before, right? So in this instance, Microsoft said, no, we have Killer Instinct. You guys can go fuck yourselves. And PlayStation, smelling blood in the water, seeing an opportunity to put their boot on Xbox's neck by getting this. Street Fighter's a system seller, right? If we make it a console exclusive, we're probably going to sell way more PlayStations. So, hold on, I'm trying to play the game and be cautious of that crazy spider lady and tell my stupid story. So they make this deal, and it's a PlayStation exclusive. So Capcom goes on about making Street Fighter V, but the exclusivity deal, like, Sony paid for the development, and like they threw money in on Capcom Cup, their tournament, their year-round tournament league or whatever you want to call it. Wait, hold on. What's going on? What's going on? She's in the fucking vents. Yeah, Sony threw a lot of money at Street Fighter V, right? The reason it came out funky had nothing to do with Sony. It was because Capcom was doing the same janky shit that it caused their other games to fucking fuck up. Like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, they put characters that were already finished on the disc and then tried to lock them away behind a paywall, and people found it and were like, fuck you guys. Whoa, wait, whoa. Oh, God damn it. I'm running my stupid mouth. All right. So yeah, the problems with Street Fighter V were Capcom's fault. It had nothing to do with Sony. All right, whoa. Okay. All right, just fucking book it, Drew. Come on. And I explained all this to him, and he still refused to fucking renege and back down. He insisted that it was damaged forever because it wasn't on Xbox. So just, there was more. That was just a sample of the kind of fucking just incredibly stubborn and obstinate takes, and just wait. That just caused me to not want to do the show with them anymore. I was like, you're disingenuous. I'm in the show with you, and if people think you're full of shit, then the show loses its integrity. I'm in this boat with you. I'm gonna be lumped in with that. Like, I'm not a, oh fuck. All right, come on. Shh. What the fuck? I was hiding under the thing. Did I? Okay. But funnily enough, like one of our last episodes, I think it was like episode 10 or something, we had Rob come on to talk about like comic books or something like that, and the whole time like we were making fun of him. And I think that's when we kind of could feel our chemistry, and we're like, well, me and you just need to do this, Rob. So we kind of just dropped all of his stuff off, and Rob and I just kept going from there. And here we are, Dynamic Menace. We put both of our names in the Wu-Tang name generator and came out with Dynamic Menace. I was under there in quick enough, right? So what the fuck? What am I supposed to do then? What am I supposed to do?
Maybe it's time to hang it up and start a channel for people to put on for their pets while they're away.
I'm just gonna take that hurtful comment and stuff it way down where it can never hurt me ever again. All right. Okay. I did literally nothing different this time. Oh? Wonder what it was. Was I moving or something at all? I completely took my hands off the sticks this time. Okay. Iris, we're almost done with Halloween. And after that, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas. So my question is, what do you want for Christmas? Woo! What do you want for Christmas? All right, come on. Wait, can she get in here? Wait.
I like a nice dark corner to reflect on life, and maybe some new puzzles to solve. That would be delightful. What about you?
Come on. Ooh. Come on. All right, let's go, Drew. Come on. All right, so one of my criticisms earlier was that, hold on, was that there wasn't like the stressful pursuit from this type of character, and here it is. Let's see. Come on. Wait, come on, do it. Yeah. Woo. All right. That was my bad. All right. One more time. Yeah, this isn't a bad game. I just feel like it it feels a little watered down compared to the original two, right? But I feel like, I don't know, it could be their honest opinion, but god damn it, I'm right in my mouth. I feel like a lot of the people who are really trying to go out of their way to shit on this game, I think they might be trying to capitalize on the fact that negativity gets more clicks. Not everybody who feels that way, who feels strongly that this game is boo-boo, but I'm sure that there's a healthy amount of people that are just piling on because it gets the clicks. All right. Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on. Oh, we Terminatoring him. Oh, we're giving him the Terminator.
You're terminated, fucker.
Ooh. Okay. 2 thumbs way up for me. All right. That has to be the end of the level, right? You know what? We're gonna wrap up on that note, right? I want to get a selfie real quick with her. Yeah. All right. Come on. All right. One normal, then one making a funny face. All right. Got it? All right. Let's get out of here. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with me as usual. Leave me a like. It really helps out our little channel. Rob appreciates it. Iris appreciates it. We all appreciate it. Yeah, so much appreciation coming your way. And subscribe. You'll be here on next time we drop another episode. And you never know what persona Iris will have taken on. So tune in for that. But that's going to do it for me. I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you next time, guys.